Yes, it's been all on the line here in Dubai this evening. New Zealand winning the toss and deciding to bat first, and at one stage they'd got off to a right royal start, and it looked as if a big score was on the cards, but India pulled it back. It was about Mitchell trying to resurrect, 63 for 101. Bracewell 53 not out from 40. Rachin Ravindra, the player of the tournament, 37 from 29. Phillips 34 from 52. But the Indian spinners, as always, in this competition have had their say. They have enjoyed these conditions and they've used them to perfection on occasions, and the way that they were used and managed by Rohit Sharma put the brakes on New Zealand and put so much pressure on. They couldn't get to the 280 to the 300 they would have imagined when they won the toss and got the fast start in the power play. So in reply, India were tested at times. They got a great start from Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill. And then, of course, Shreyas and Rahul played their part. Jadeja hit the winning runs, and New Zealand did not have enough artillery. Let's get downstairs now for the presentation with Ian Bishop.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final presentation of the ICC Men's Champions Trophy 2025. It's been a phenomenal tournament. We've witnessed remarkable performances and incredible skills on display. Congratulations to both teams for their extraordinary journey, for captivating us with their talent and passion, and for making this Champions Trophy truly special. On behalf of the International Cricket Council, I'd like to thank the Pakistan Cricket Board, the Emirates Cricket Board, our sponsors, the international media and broadcasters, the players and the fans for making this event a memorable success. Congratulations to India as well as the champions. I'd now like to introduce the presentation party. Mr. Devajit Saikia, BCCI Secretary and ICC Board Director. Mr. Roger Twos, ICC Board Director and someone who has already won this tournament with New Zealand back in 2000. Mr. Roger Binney, the BCCI President and 1983 ICC Cricket World Cup winner. And Mr. Jay Shah, the ICC Chair. To commence this presentation, we are honored to welcome Mr. Aaron Finch, former Australia skipper who proudly lifted the T20 World Cup trophy at this very venue 4 years ago to place the ICC Men's Champions Trophy on the presentation podium. We'd like to move on now to the recognition of the match officials who will come up and collect their medals from Mr. Devajit Saikia, the BCCI Secretary and ICC Board Director. Starting off with the match referee, Mr. Ranjan Madugali. Of course, Mr. Madugali, very senior match referee, and a wonderful, wonderful match official. Ranjan Madugali. We'll now move on to the on-field umpires, Paul Rifle and Richard Illingworth. Paul Rifle, the former Australian fast bowler, collecting his medal, and of course Richard Illingworth, the former England left-arm spinner. The fourth umpire will also make his way to the podium, as well as the television umpire, Joel Wilson. And Kumar hard-working officials throughout this tournament, and I thought their standards were very, very high. Kumar Dharmasena, obviously a World Cup winner with Sri Lanka. Yes, they've worked hard, the match officials. We move on now to acknowledge the runners-up who have showcased remarkable skill and determination throughout the tournament. Congratulations to New Zealand. I invite the New Zealand team to come up to collect their runners-up medals from Mr. Roger Twos, the ICC Board Director. Michael Bracewell, Mark Chapman, Devon Conway, Jacob Duffy, Matthew Henry, unfortunately couldn't take the field, Kyle Jameson, Tom Latham, Darrell Mitchell, William O'Rourke, Glenn Phillips, outstanding fielder, Rachin Ravindra, the player of the tournament, Nathan Smith, who got into the team for this final, Kane Williamson, Will Young, and last but by no means least, Mitch Satner, the captain of New Zealand. Mitch, this acknowledgement means that you are appreciated, you and your team, for what you've done and accomplished in this tournament. Commiserations on not getting across the line as you would make it. What has this sort of tournament meant to you and the success you've had?
Yeah, it's been a good tournament. You know, I guess we came here at the start to, you know, I guess we had challenges along the way, but I think the way we've kind of grown as a group, and we're playing some good cricket at the end of the day, and we just got, I guess we got beaten by a good side who turned up today, but, you know, a lot of good stuff from our group, you know, guys stepping up at different times. I think everyone, you know, contributed throughout this whole tournament. That's all you can ask for, as I guess, as a captain in a team.
You started off well today in the power play, it would seem, and you ended the innings quite aggressively. What was the slowdown in the middle?
Yeah, I think it was good bowling. I think, yeah, we lost a couple of wickets kind of just after the power play, and then, yeah, they really got the squeeze on, and it looked challenging to start and get away. I think, you know, credit to the way the spinners bowled. All four of them are world-class bowlers, and they showed that again today. And I think, yeah, I guess we were probably 20 under or maybe 25 under of what we wanted to get, but we knew we had a total, and we were trying to fight, and that's all we did.
You came back into your bowling effort, though, after that 100-run opening stand and that catch again from that man, Glenn Phillips.
That man, he keeps doing it, doesn't he? But yeah, I think the way, you know, Rowett and Gill went about it, you know, I think obviously the power play was probably the best time in the bat, and they cashed in. Rowett's innings was outstanding. I think, you know, to go almost run a ball on that wicket was outstanding, I guess, and it put us on the back foot. But we knew, you know, the game could change quickly, and we were able to keep chipping wickets away and to stay in the game.
You mentioned a number of players. I'd like to isolate the player of the tournament, though, Rachin Ravindra, who missed the game. Your thoughts on the way he's gone?
Yeah, I think we've seen in these kind of tournaments how he steps up on these kind of major events, which is all you can ask for. I think with the ball as well, he's been outstanding to give us, you know, a few more overs when they need to, and GP. So I think, you know, he kind of understands his game at such a young age already. He's got a massive future, no doubt, and yeah, I think even the way today he kind of put the pressure back on India for a while there, and he just cast the scores over a run and ball with ease, really.
And finally, as we close this out, your experience of leading for the first time in an ICC tournament, how will you sum it up?
Yeah, it's been very enjoyable. I think, you know, made easier by the group, and I guess, you know, different guys stepping up at different times makes my job a little bit easier. But it's been a really enjoyable experience, and yeah, I think, you know, I thank the boys enough for I guess what they've put in this tournament. We've had, you know, a few logistical challenges, but you know, we've kind of adapted as quick as we can to each surface. We've played on different wickets throughout, and yeah, so close, but yeah, no, it's been a great tournament.
Once again, the acknowledgement of these fans here say a lot about what you've meant to this tournament. Congratulations on getting to the final. Unfortunately, didn't get across the line. We've enjoyed watching you and your team.
It's been very enjoyable. Cheers, Bush.
Thank you very much to New Zealand's captain, Mitch Santner. And now let's celebrate the champions. May I invite the victorious Indian team to come up and receive their champions' medals from Mr. Jay Shah, the ICC chair. It's been a great performance today from Rohit Sharma's team. Many congratulations to them. Varam Chakravarti, who belatedly came in to the team, has had a magnificent tournament. Shreyas Iyer, Shubman Gill, Ravindra Jadeja, of course, one of the greats of the modern game, Virat Kohli, Hardik Pandya, Rishabh Pant, Akshar Patel, KL Rahul, who has had an outstanding tournament, Harshit Rana, have truly been outstandingly consistent, India, and so many contributors to their title-winning performance. Mohammad Shami, Arshdeep Singh, Washington Sundar, and of course another key contributor, Kuldeep Yadav. And the captain himself, Rohit Sharma. Rohit, as you listen to this, your thoughts?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
As you listen to this cheering, what are your thoughts on the appreciation you're being shown?
No, firstly, I want to appreciate everyone who came and supported here. The crowd here has been magnificent. You know, it's not our home ground, but they made it our home ground. Only because the number of people came here and wanted to watch us play. Yeah, to get that result in the end was very, very satisfying.
From a bowling perspective and the way that your slower bowlers in particular operated today, what grade do you give that collective group?
No, absolutely. Look, not just this game, but right from the beginning, I thought, you know, our spinners in particular, you know, just there's too much expectations, you know, when you're playing on a pitch like that, but they never disappointed. You know, we do understand their strength playing on pitches like this, and it helped them, and we used that to our advantage. We played some really good cricket, and throughout the tournament, in terms of our bowling, we were very, very consistent.
The opening partnership was a very solid one, and then some tremors in the middle there. Someone like a KL Rahul and his steadiness, speak to us about his series and tournament.
Yeah, look, again, a very, very solid mind. Never gets overawed by the pressure around him. That is one of the reasons we wanted to have him in that middle phase and, you know, try and finish off the game for us. You know, with this experience, with his class, there's a bit of calmness when he bats, and he picks the right, you know, shot to play in the pressure situation, which obviously allows the other guys who are batting around him, you know, to come out and play freely. For example, Hardik, you know, came out and played some really good shot in both games. That actually, you know, gave us a little bit of breather. But again, you know, the overall batsmanship that was shown by all our batters throughout the tournament was superb.
I just want to go to another name who came in belatedly into the tournament. I think you touched on it just now, Varun Chakravarti, and what he has brought to your team.
Again, he's got something different about him. I've said it many a times, and when you're playing on a pitch like that, we want the batsman to force on him, and that is where he becomes a lot more dangerous. And that was the thought which went behind getting him into the squad and actually playing him. He didn't start off in the tournament for us, but then, when he played that game against New Zealand, he got 5 wickets, and we saw the kind of ability that he possesses with the ball, and we wanted to maximize that, and he didn't disappoint. He's got great quality about his bowling, and luckily for us, it came to use at various times.
No, you've had some disappointment about 18 months ago. Then you won that T20 World Cup. What do you say to these fans who have piled in here to see you get this title once again?
No, absolutely. Very, very grateful, and we really appreciate their support coming out in huge numbers and, getting behind the team. It may not be seen as useful as, the game that we play, but when they come out and get behind the team, it makes a huge difference. And like I said, they made it feel like home. So that was very, very good from them.
All right, Rohit, congratulations. I know there's another award to come your way, and I'd like to invite Rohit's team, the winning team, to step forward once again. Rohit will join them shortly and receive their iconic white jackets, a symbol of their hard-earned triumph as the ICC Men's Champions Trophy 2025 winners. Congratulations on a remarkable achievement. The jackets will be presented by Mr. Roger Binney, the BCCI president and 1983 ICC Cricket World Cup winner. Varun Chakravarti will come forward to collect his jacket, followed by Shubman Gill. One of the bright young talents of the World Game, Shubman Gill. Shreyas Iyer will follow. Ravindra Jadeja. Followed by Virat Kohli. Hardik Pandya next. Rishabh Pant. Followed by Akshar Patel. KL Rahul. Harshit Rana. Mohammad Shami. Arshdeep Singh. Washington Sundar next. Kuldeep Yadav. And last, but by no means least, Captain Rohit Sharma. And now that final moment where Rohit and his team will receive the ICC Champions Trophy 2025 trophy from Mr. Jay Shah, the ICC chair. Can I ask the Indian team, once again led by Rohit Sharma, to once again come up to the stage and accept the trophy from Mr. Jay Shah. The 2025 champions of the ICC Champions Trophy. Congratulations to India.
Absolutely special moments. It doesn't matter how long you've played. If you're Virat Kohli, you're Rohit Sharma, one of the veterans of the side, or you're one of the newbies, one of the rookies, one of the backroom boys. Such a special occasion. Plan such a long way out. You hope it comes to fruition. You weather the storm, and when it comes to the crunch, you come up trumps. And that's exactly what India have been able to do in this edition of the Champions Trophy. Wonderful performance. Pretty much every team came here to try and knock them over. Pretty much every team did not do it. With the exceptions of a couple who didn't make it to Dubai, they triumphed over everybody in what has become a favourite playing ground for them. Celebrations will go on into the night. You look at their squad and you think, my goodness me, they didn't even play Washington Sundar, Rishabh Pant. They talk about the depth that they've got up their sleeve. It is quite prodigious, and it's quite scary for those other nations around the world to think what's coming through. Special talent. An iconic shot there behind the Champions logo. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant for their fans who support them so loyally. Win, lose or draw, they keep coming back for more, and more often than not, they keep getting rewarded. I think that's a bit of a waste, but there'll be plenty more to come. They might be about to take it out to the middle of the pitch. They might even take it around the ground for some of the fans, because there's still a multitude of fans here, and maybe a lap of the ground is in order, or maybe not. He's going to plant it in the middle of the pitch, Hardik Pandya, and his teammates will gather out there as well for another iconic shot. As if to say, what's all the fuss about? It was always going to be ours. Those shots will be seen on the internet and all sorts of websites around the world. When you've got it, you can flaunt it. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Shah Patel, such a quiet achiever in the side there, part of that photo. And the veterans who won't even venture out that far, I wouldn't think. Been there, done that. Brilliant scenes here in Dubai. The winning runs. Deja. Virat's had enough of that stuff. Get back here. Bring that trophy back here. Out the shenanigans. background, you may well be able to hear the singing of this very, very faithful crowd. Can't deny it, they bring so much to the game. This is just a little bit part of the repayment. And now the support staff, and there's plenty of those, will come in for one of those iconic photos. The backroom boys. Nice to see Malcolm Gambier in there. He's been under pressure to bring some silverware home, and he's done exactly that. That's how much it takes, folks, to win a Champions Trophy. A whole lot of commitment, a whole lot of bodies, and a whole lot of collective minds bringing their skills together. Sing there in the front, not used. And then Walker on the left, the bowling coach. Families have made the commitment to travel to Dubai and of course join in the celebrations. And they'll be going long into the night, you would imagine, not just here in Dubai but everywhere around the world where there's an Indian cricket fan, and there are plenty of them who will be celebrating in their own way. Great shots, memorable shots. New Zealand, for their part, they just look on from a distance and think what might have been. If things got slightly better. There wasn't a lot in it. There was a lot of pressure applied by the men in black as well. As always, you would expect that to be the case. They played their part, but they just didn't play it quite as well as they needed to. The leading run scorer, the leading wicket taker, and perhaps the best fieldsman as well, and Glenn Phillips. I think that is without doubt as well. Crowd still here. Thousands still here, in fact. Hoping perhaps that the team might do a lap of honour and get closer to them. Let's look back on some of the star performers, the individuals who have made this 3 weeks of cricket so special. The most runs, Rachin Ravindra, who ended up being player of the tournament, 263 in all. Shreyas Iyer with 243 and Ben Duckett with 227, Joe Root 225. They were the closest to him. Absolutely outstanding performance by one of the up-and-comers in world cricket, who electrifies pretty much every stage he walks onto. He is such a popular figure, and he's just so young and so much to give. Rachin Ravindra. And New Zealand also own the leading wicket taker in Matt Henry, who unfortunately could not play after suffering an injury in the semi-final, but picked up the most wickets with 10. Absolutely lion-hearted performance. Never ever let you down with ball in hand, Matt Henry, and he was distraught at not being able to play today. And did New Zealand miss him or what? Breathing down his neck, Varun Chakravarti, who was outstanding. He really was. Mitch Santner, major contribution. Mohammad Shami and Michael Bracewell, who's developing his all-round skills at a good rate. Highest score in the tournament. Well, this goes to Afghanistan and a brilliantly talented 23-year-old Ibrahim Zadran, who scored 177 against England on that brilliant Lahore pitch. In fact, the top 4 scores were on that beautiful surface. Ben Duckett with 165, we thought that was good until Ibrahim went past him. Josh Inglis with a match-winning 120 not out. Joe Root with 120, and Tom Latham with 118 not out. Highest scores in this version of the Champions Trophy. Best individual bowling performances, Varun Chakravarti with his 5 for 42, and that was against New Zealand about 5 days ago. He also bowled brilliantly tonight and was a match turner. And Matt Henry, who picked up 5 for 42 in the very same match here in Dubai. And that catch will be long remembered as one of the individual highlights. It was backed up in the field beautifully. New Zealand will always do that, back their bowlers to the hilt. Matt Henry, a fine tournament. 5 for 42, 5 for 42. Mohammad Shami 5 for 53. Azmat 5 for 58. And Michael Bracewell 4 for 26. That was against Bangladesh in Rawalpindi. It seems like forever ago. Just the match summary of the grand final. New Zealand batting first, 251 for 7. Good contributions all the way along, but just not enough when it really mattered, and India chased it down with 4 wickets to spare, 1 over to spare on the back of Rohit Sharma, Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, and of course Shubman Gill. New Zealand tried their best. They fought with everything they had, but at the end of the day, India just too classy. Who are the veterans there? Mohammad Shami and Virat Kohli. As I said, these celebrations will last long into the night. They'll have more photos than you can imagine, with as many people that can get alongside them. And why not? Everyone enters into the enjoyment. The next big event on the ICC World calendar is the World Test Championship final. Of course, at the iconic Lord's Cricket Ground in London.